Yo everyone, this is Shroomy and welcome to a new series I like to call Pokefied. What's Pokefied, you may ask? Well, Pokefied is where I go ahead and I make creatures from other video games or maybe cartoons or anime from strictly purely Pokemon assets. So what I mean is I'm going to be making Minecraft mobs. If you guys suggest maybe like cartoon characters, like such as like maybe Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny or something like that, I'm gonna be making that with Photoshop and with purely Pokemon. Kind of dirt for a second. Purely Pokemon picture assets. So this episode, I'm going to be doing hostile mobs. I might switch back and forth between hostile and passive mobs, but I'm going to be making 3 passive or hostile mobs right now. I'm all over the place right now. I'm going to be making one from the overworld, one from the nether, and one from the end. Well, technically you can find it in the overworld as well, but I'm just going to stop blabbing here and give you a little disclaimer. This is based off of a series from another YouTuber who is named Brett Ultimus. He makes this awesome series with Pokemon fusions where he fuses 2 Pokemon together, or maybe 3 or 4. So this is inspired by him. So without further ado, let's get started with the first mob. Alright, so the first mob, I was thinking of making a creeper. And I was looking for Pokemon to use as the base, and I thought Cradley here was going to be a good one. Can you guys see this? Yes, you can. Very good. Yeah, so Cradley is going to be our base. Like, it's going to be the body for the creeper, so I'm going to drag him into our main document here. I'm going to convert this guy to a smart object, and then I'm going to transform him and scale him down so that he is fully visible on screen. I think that's a good size. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to remove these rather suggestive protrusions from his head. So I'm going to go ahead and get the pen tool. So I'm just going to select all of this right now. Gotta be careful to really not mess with the outline of the head here, but get rid of all the outline of these rather phallic objects. Yeah, I'm gonna paint and touch this all up in the end, so it doesn't matter if I miss too much, but just to make it easier on myself, I'm going to just do the best I can right now. There we go. So let's go ahead and zoom on out. Control Enter to make it all selected. Let's make this a regular object again, and now let's delete them. So now, as you know, we are missing some pieces here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and touch those up real quick, as quick as I can. There we go. Man, that took a bit to figure out, and I'm sweating now. But yeah, don't make a selection and then like push stroke path. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but if you do if you make a pen thing like this and then stroke the path, it looks really bad. Just go ahead and put the fill to nothing. Put the stroke to black or whatever you want. For this image, 2.5 works good for the point size. And yeah, just for future reference or in case you guys want to try something like this, that's what worked for me. So yeah, let's get back to the touch up here. That took entirely too long. Is it just me, or does this neck area look a little wonky? Maybe if I just put it here. That's probably the original intent. Those dumb things are all over the place. So I think I got it good for the most part. Let me just group these all together so I don't have to deal with all that clutter in my layers area. It's tricky because Cradley has like this weird pattern going on. You see that? Like right here. How it's like all wavy and stuff. It's pretty bizarre. I'm using the clone tool. It's not coming along too badly. It's just gonna take a while. Alright, I did the best I can in that area. And now I still have to do this one. Let me actually stroke this one too. Do I even want these rings here? I don't know. This is such a weird texture. I gave myself quite a challenge with this Cradley, but hopefully the end result is worth it. Let me just continue this pattern of the clone tool. And I'll get back with you in like another hour. Theoretically, I could have just done away with the little pattern inside of Kraylier's skin and just override it with just a regular brush tool, but I kind of like the pattern here because creepers do have a pattern on them. In my imagination, they do. Alright, so that's what we're working with so far. I want to make the head completely round, not like have this little indentation here. So I'm going to go ahead and stroke that like that. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And this is going to be so tedious. I bit off way more than I can chew. Oh man, okay. Let me just select it with the normal lasso tool and see if I can't content aware fill this. Oh, that actually came out really good. I am pleased with that. That came out so good, okay. Let me actually use the pen tool now so I can get a better selection. Oh dude, that's perfect. Oh, I love it. Oh, that came out so good, okay. So now, this is going to be a little tricky because of this little gradient, this little transparent area here. So what I think I'm going to do is actually just kind of copy an area right here. Put it right here, maybe transform it a bit. Like so. And then just kind of smudge that area a little bit. Alright, so now to get rid of all this, and then content aware fill. Oh yeah, I just need to do a little bit of smoothing. Smooth that right out of there. It's coming along nicely, I gotta say. I'm very happy with this. So now, I'm going to be bringing in different assets for the eyes and the mouth area. And for the eyes, I kind of was thinking of Spinnerack's eyes here. So let me bring that in and we'll see how that looks. Oh god. Let's make that a smart object really quickly. Maybe a little smaller. About there should be good, I'm thinking. Yeah, let's try that. And then let's rasterize that once more. Alright, now let's go ahead and cut these eyes out. And then let's make that a selection. And then let's delete everything else but the eyes. Oh god. Oh, that's great. Should I? I'm thinking now, maybe I should flip the head and make it not so like the neck looks so slithery snake looking. Huh. You know what? I think I'm gonna try that. So let me just see what this looks like real quick. Okay, now I made it its own layer. So what I'm gonna do is make it flip the other way, and then I'm gonna rotate it a bit like that. It's gonna be maybe a little slithery. I think a little slither is good. Maybe like that. And then let's get the eyes. I don't know, but I think I really like this. Let me scale these down a little bit so it's like the whole face span. What do you guys think? I think that looks pretty good. I like that better. Let me actually move this just a little bit more this way so it's like more centered. It looks adorable, honestly. For the whites of the eyes, I'm gonna actually make them black because if you notice the creeper's eyes, they're kind of like, they look like they go in. Like they don't really have eyes, but they're just eye cavities that just go inwards, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and fill this all up with black. Alright, let's zoom out. I think that looks better. I think that looks better. Okay, so now for the mouth, I was thinking Zubat's mouth. It's the closest thing I could find with that signature frown. I think that's a good size. Okay, I've selected Zubat's purdy mouth. So let's see what happens now. Oh god. That's actually pretty fitting. Should I make the eyes look a little meaner? I think I should. I'm gonna make the eyes look a tiny bit meaner. I think I'm also gonna like trim this area down too. make it look like a little slimmer. We'll see how that goes. So for the eyes, I'm actually gonna make a mask. And then I'm going to go right ahead and make these eyes look a little bit meaner. Fill that in with black. Alright, then do the same for the other eye. And then gonna go ahead and get our handy dandy pen tool. Does that look any better? Ooh, that looks a lot better, I think. I think it makes it look way more intimidating than it did. Okay, so now I'm gonna round off this little neck area thing. See how that goes. And then that? Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, and then let's see what that looks like cut off. Maybe? I'm not quite sure. Maybe let me make these lines a little longer. Like that. And then maybe like this. Just to give it like that extra depth. Oh, trial and error is the name of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Mainly error. Does that look any better? Yeah, it does actually. Okay, cool. Now, I think I want to get rid of that pattern on its belly. That might be a little difficult, but I've done things like this before and I could do it again. Alright, let's see how that looks. Yeah, not bad. Okay, that's coming along so well. I'm super happy with that. Image adjustments, black and white. Okay, now let's make a brightness contrast layer. Hopefully, yeah, okay. Bring it up to about 43. Looks good. Alright, what I want to do now is make a new layer. Get like a light green color. Maybe something like that. And get some kind of brush that looks splotchy, if that makes sense. I don't know what I did, but it's kind of working now. So yeah, you know how the creepers kind of have like really different ranges of color on their skin? I like to think of those as like little patches of maybe like, I don't know, sulfur, gunpowder, whatever you call it. I just want it to have like a yellowish tinge. So yeah, that's why I'm just bespeckling the creeper right now with all this stuff. What do you guys think? Does that look okay? I think that's pretty good. Maybe I do want to add a little bit of a claw to it. So let's see what I got. How does Sableye's claw look? Maybe I can make that work? I think maybe like that. And now what I want to do is make a new hue saturation level layer. I keep saying level, I don't know why. Now, let's kind of clean up where this hand ends and where the leg begins. That looks not terrible. I do kind of want to copy that though and put it on all the other legs. This is coming out pretty well, I gotta say. Let's just bespeckle the feet area. What do you guys think about Creeper? I think that's gonna be it right there for the Creeper. That looks so cool. I like that a lot actually. Creeper is finished. Woo! Sorry. Alright, now for mob number 2. And this mob is going to be our nether mob, which is the Blaze in this episode. So for the Blaze, I was thinking of 2 Pokemon for the base. I was thinking either Coughing or Ghastly. But looking at Ghastly, he'd be perfect if we can maybe make the spooky, spirity, ectoplasmy stuff behind him like fire colored. Maybe then Ghastly could pull it off. If not, then we're gonna have to switch to Coughing. So, let me first get rid of his smile here because Blazes don't really have smiles. I don't think they even have mouths. And then I'm gonna just smudge this all out so it looks smooth as can be. So now I'm going to try to make him brighter. So wish me luck, guys. Oh, that's not bad. I think we're good. So now trick is making this guy fire colored. So what I'm thinking of doing maybe is getting some kind of bright orangish yellowish color and messing with the blend modes of that layer to see if I can get it at a good kind of fire consistency. Ooh, you know what? Pin light might be a winner. And actually, I'm going to add another layer and maybe get like a dark, really dark brown. And I'm going to use the gradient tool. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. You know how the blazes have like a kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow like on the bottom there? Alright, so now what I want to do is I want to make that ghastly smoke behind him a fire color as well. Alright, now what I think I want to do now is maybe give it a little smudging to make it look more like fire. Oh yeah, that's looking good. I like the way this is coming along. That looks cool. I like the way that came out. Alright, so for the final part, I was thinking, you know his little rods that circle him? I was looking at Rapidash, and I could probably use some of these little flames here to use as his rods. Now let me cut off this little flame here. Now let's go ahead and bend it to our will. I think that's a little better. Let me make it a little turned like this. And let's make a couple of copies here. Alright, our second mob is finished. Okay, now for the final mob. This one comes from the end, but it can also be found in the overworld. You probably already guessed it by that title. By that hint, rather. It's going to be the Enderman. Now for the Enderman, I couldn't think of any better base than Mewtwo. I think it's got a nice, solid, sleek build. I could probably trim up these thighs a little bit. But yeah, I think Mewtwo's going to be our best bet. So let me bring him in. And I'm going to start by taking off these horn things. You'll notice he kind of has like an alien looking head, which is kind of ideal for my vision of an Enderman. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give these little areas a stroke here. Now the next step would be to get rid of this little area here because we don't really need it anymore. He doesn't really have those horns anymore. So we can do without this being there. And go ahead and smudge it up because smoothness. You know what? I think I am going to move ahead to the next step. And I was thinking for his mouth. You know, Enderman kind of has those weird mouths. I was thinking Lugia for the mouth. First things first, I want to get rid of everything but Lugia's majestic mouth. Let's go back down to Mewtwo and let's get rid of his little schnauzer right here. Oh, did I just make a terrible mistake, guys? I don't even know. I do not even know right now. Let's make the stroke kind of go a little bit like right here, maybe? Oh, how's that gonna look? Oh, man. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Let me go down here and select the mouth area. Actually, scratch that. First thing I want to do is I want to get Mewtwo's skin down to that Enderman color. Maybe something like that. Don't worry about the eyes. I have something planned for the eyes later, so not to worry about that. Now for that freaking mouth. I think that's good. Goodness gracious. Smooth out the mouth too. What I want to do now is I want to get rid of the tail and like this little part of the underbelly here. Well, maybe I'll keep the underbelly a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. That mouth is still driving me crazy, but hopefully if I put the eyes on there, it'll look a lot better. So for the eyes, I was thinking Ferrothorn's eyes here because they're kind of wide like an Enderman's eyes are. Oh my god. Is this worse or better? Oh man. Let me get rid of the Mewtwo eye. Oh man. Let me I think this will look a lot better. Like that. Okay, let me actually make this eye a little bit smaller. Actually, it's not that bad with the eye like that. I think maybe now I should try getting rid of this belly. This underbelly area where the tail was. Alright, the underbelly is gone, but now it's kind of sticking out way too much right here because of the tail. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that by making a stroke and getting rid of that excess. There we go. That looks a little better. Actually, I'm going to bring it up a little bit. There, I think that looks better. I think his feet, I might want to make those look like, kind of like peg legs. Because when I think of an Enderman, I picture him kind of floating above the ground. I know that's not the case in game, but that's what my imagination sees an Enderman looking like. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all. Okay, I gotta rethink this, so let me rethink it right now. Alright, progress report. I went ahead and did both legs to make them look like the peg legs, and I actually like the way they look out a lot. And also I trimmed up the hips right here because they were just a little bit too big for something that's supposed to be kind of slender, you know? So the last thing I think I want to do is I want to change up the hands, and I was thinking of using Barbarical here. Not sure what part I'm going to use yet, but let's just go ahead and put them in here. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use this hand right here, just port it directly to this hand right here. So let me go ahead. Let me actually get rid of Mewtwo's hands. And let's go ahead and grab Barbarical's hand here. Size this up a bit. Maybe stretch it out. I want to kind of give it long hands because Endermen grab all kinds of blocks. So I'm going to give them some large mitts. And then we're going to have to recolor that. How does that look? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. I like that. For this hand, I think I'm going to use this one. So let me go ahead and get this hand here. Flip this over horizontally. Now I'm going to erase the leftover Mewtwo's hand. And now I'm going to get rid of this eye on Barbarical's hand. Now I'm just going to go ahead and smudge that all so that looks nice and good. Shut up, dog! Just shut up! I'm going to have to get rid of this Mewtwo thumb as well. So let me do that real quick. Okay. I need to bring the hand up just a little bit. Now all I need to do is recolor the claw, and I believe I am done with the Enderman. There we go. I think that's gonna do it. I think that's our Enderman right there. And there's our 3 little beauties there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this new series. I hope it gets enough love for me to keep making it, because this is actually pretty fun. And leave suggestions down in the comments, or if you follow me on Twitter, and maybe leave a suggestion on there of something you would like me to create using Pokemon assets. Use the hashtag Pokefied and tweet at me with your suggestions, and I'll be sure to give you the credit for the idea, and I will make it into reality. This is Shroomy signing out. Peace.